Hi everyone, this is Serena from Sun Moon Tarot 222, and I'm coming on to do a reading particularly for Divine Feminines. I do plenty of general readings or twin flame readings or soulmate readings or divine partnership readings. I'm posting another video today that's on how you and your soul partner are communicating in the 5D. But I really want to gear this reading particularly to Divine Feminine and particularly some guidance for the Divine Feminine. I am a Divine Feminine, or that's how I guess label myself, or characterize my quote unquote role in my divine partnership. But labels don't really matter. I think all beings are divine. And I think it's our part. I chose this to be on this journey in this process. I've committed, for better or for worse, to walk this in this life, in this lens. I mean, I don't know if that will change over time, but all I know is that I want to just offer any type of guidance and support to divine feminines and divine masculines, or any soul wanting to come onto this, being drawn to this channel, because there's a lot that I've been through similar to the divine feminine, to many divine feminines, that we've been through a lot, and we're warriors, and whether you're a warrior princess or anywhere along the line, to coming into your queen energy and coming into past your queen energy into your high priestess energy, and or embodying all three of those at one time. And shout out to Bree at Bree Rising for having amazing divine feminine nights or goddess nights, where she kind of educates and discusses the divine feminine and what the different aspects of that role is, and different ways to cultivate the divine feminine energy, and to use the divine feminine energy to get through this journey alive, and to grow spiritually, and to come into mission and all of that good stuff. So I will be sharing that from what I've learned a little bit here as well. So I'm going to jump right in. I want to pull first from Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron-Reid. I want to pull just a really quick past, present, future for the divine feminine, for whoever is watching. Like, just what you may have been experiencing in this journey, whether you've been on this journey for 10 years, 20 years, 6 months, doesn't anywhere in between, less than 6 months, where you could be at, or what are some markers, some past, present, future markers of this journey for you. And I'm just going to use the, like I said, Wisdom of the Oracle Divination cards. So, Spirit, past, present, future. We have past here, which is not for you. Interesting. So, number 6. Present here, we have, that's 2 cards. I'm not even going to look at them. I just want one for the present. We have Fork in the Road. So, number 13. Wow, so decision that you're currently trying to make. And we We have new life as your future. Beautiful. So we have not for you, fork in the road, and we have new life, which is a number 39. Wow. So what I'm seeing here is that there's definitely a decision that you're currently making, right? You're faced with a crossroads. You're faced, there's a fork in the road. You can make a decision here. You may, in the recent past, have come into like a realization or have come into the energy of feeling like either your partner was, although they're for you in, I'm actually not even going to say that. Perhaps you have made a decision in the past, or you've wanted to make a decision in the past, or you've realized that on some level, this journey isn't for you, or your soul partner isn't for you, or like you're letting go of the possibility of being with your partner, perhaps. Okay, so there's a lot of things that this could be. So one is that you're surrendering. Okay, and when we're talking about surrendering, and I want to do a whole separate video for surrendering surrendering and letting go with love, and that while still having hope, right? Hope for love, hope for the connection, or just embodying or like still having or holding a sense of hope within you, like that's something else. But this the sense that I'm getting for this card is that you are letting go and surrendering something, and it could be the idea of being with your partner in the 3D. So whether or not you've accepted the journey and that you're together in the 5D eternally, right? Maybe in the 3D you're thinking, you know what, I'm accepting that this might not be the connection for me. This may be my soul partner, but maybe this person is not my life partner, okay? When I'm talking about life partner, I'm talking about your partner in this lifetime. When we're talking about your soul partner, that's your soul partner for many lifetimes, okay? Eternally. But something about this card is that inside this little fortune cookie, it has a little fortune. It says, nope, with exclamation marks. So you could be, and this is like, it's like sitting on a chessboard, and then there's like this mirror in the background with like this face in it, and it's very faint. So it's like you were playing a game of like, what is the answer going to be? Like, who's going to be the winner? Am I going to win this person over, or am I not? And am I tired of playing the game? Do I just want to forfeit the game? Right? There's just this energy around that. There's something in your recent past, so maybe in the last 6 months or so, that you've come to the realization that you have to let something go because it isn't for you. And so you decide what that is. I can't decide what that is for you, and I'm not suggesting anything. This is just looking at your past and that you've had to come to that decision. So now we have fork in the road. So after you've realized that, now you're saying, which way do I go? And I'm really feeling like this is about partnership, and this is about choosing who you want to be in your life or who you don't want to be in your life. And maybe you're also just choosing you. And there's a lot of beautiful symbols in this card too. There's like I don't know what that is, like what's the other name for the llama type of creature? Llama or oh my gosh, I have such a bad memory. Then we have like a little monkey, and then I'm going to think of the animal though. And then we have some flowers here, but this is like a crossroads. Like this, oh my gosh, it's on the tip of my tongue. alpaca. The alpaca is like trying to figure out which direction to go into. And there's a little owl on the back, and there's like a little face in the saddle. If you guys want, this is a beautiful deck. I really highly recommend it. Yep. So you're making a decision on which way to go. You could be choosing yourself. You could be choosing a different partner. Regardless, you have some momentum now. And I mean, this is so beautiful, you guys. This is like such a perfect kind of continuous past, present, future. This makes so much sense because what we have in the future is new life. So you are finishing a cycle for sure. We have like a 10 here, like breaking all this 6, 1, 3 and down. We have a 10, 6, 1, 3 down. And you are leaving something behind in order to make a new decision, to go in a different direction so you can have a new life. And this little fairy is breaking out of her shell. This is so freaking beautiful. This little fairy is breaking out of her shell because she made a decision to go into a different direction. So if this is you, congratulations. And like I said, this can be on any level. This doesn't mean that you are leaving your partner behind in the dust and that you are abandoning them. Because I don't want to, because it really sounds like that. It could mean that for some of you, but really what I'm seeing is the main focus in this just simple past, present, future spread is that you are choosing you, okay? Regardless, you're choosing you, and this is so beautiful and innocent. This little fairy angel princess is like waking up out of her shell. She's yawning. There's like a newness. There's like a youthful spirit about it, because she's really breaking free and opening up to a new life, new possibilities, new everything, really. This is just, it's like you're being reborn. This little fairy is like being reborn from this, like, it's a little egg. She was like in a little egg and she's like being reborn. I think this is the most beautiful, and like I love how this is like a continuation of these like party streamers here, like these flags. So whatever it is that you're committing to the journey. You're committing to finding new pathways and new life for you, based out of just a decision to go into a new direction or choosing to leave something behind. Yes. Yes. I'm going to pull a Universal Love Oracle card for your energy. What is this new life energy? Or what is this? Oh, no. What is this fork in the road? That's what I want to look at. Actually, I want to pull some Rider-Waite for this fork in the road. So what is this decision? What is this decision that you've made? I hope this, I'm going to turn off this heater. It's a little bit cold in my room. That's probably better. Sorry about that. Didn't even really realize. So what is this decision about? Actually, first let me start with what was not for you. What was not for you? Let's get some clarity. So what was not for the Divine Feminine? What was this choice about? Interesting. So we have the Ace of Wands. Huh. What is this choice about? Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, you didn't want to wait for something. Oh, the Divine Masculine Emperor just peeked its head. Okay, so you could be dealing with an earth sign. I'm getting a few messages here. Whenever I see the Ace of Wands, I think of, yes, passionate new beginning, but I also feel like this is passion in general, or this is like a phallic symbol. This could symbolize, and this message came really quickly to me, so I'm not questioning it. I'm just reading I'm just channeling. So this could be something that was like perhaps purely sex, okay? Purely something that it wasn't stable. It was an offering of sex from your counterpart, probably maybe because they were in another commitment. But this is like very unstable. But the thing about it is that you grew a little impatient. Like this is like a very swift moving energy and it's not necessarily stable, but we have the Knight of Pentacles, we have the Hangman here. So whoever you're dealing with is this Knight of Pentacles, which is great, which is beautiful and stable and will eventually be an amazing offering or an amazing offer, but you don't want to wait, okay? This is really the message that I'm getting. You don't want to wait for this person who really is awakened to the connection, who really knows what's going on, but is moving really slowly. And you're like, you know what? I can't really wait. I need, not that, so as I was mentioning before, not like you want to just give up entirely, but you want to make a decision and go out and get your new life, like go out and get what you want now. You don't really, you're just like, you're taking too long. And I'm going to do something else in the meantime. So whether or not you've completely disregarded the, your Divine Masculine, which I don't think you have because you wouldn't be even watching this video. So, yeah, so what is fork in the road? What is this decision about, Spirit? Exactly. Yep, going out and getting the Ten of Pentacles. You know you deserve everything that you want in the material world. And this is great. This is really a really great energy for the Divine Masculine to be in. I don't want to curse them. I don't want to disregard where they're at on the journey, but it's also about prioritizing what you want, and it looks like you're doing this in the present moment. You're figuring out, what is it that I want, what is it that I deserve in the 3D, and is it and really believing, since this is Pentacles, that it's possible. Like you are, if you're not coming into that, Spirit is saying, like, start coming into that, because you are worth it and you can make that decision and you can have those things if you want them. Wow. So what else with fork in the road and the Ten of Pentacles, Spirit? I'm not even going to look at these. This is 3 cards. I'm not going to look at them. Just 1 card, Spirit, or 2 cards perhaps. We have the Ten of Wands. So yeah, you are putting down this burden. You're freeing yourself. You're letting the stress and the weight of this unknown, waiting energy. Like, is this going to happen? Isn't this going to happen? I know this is a thing. I'm aware of the connection. I'm so happy that my Divine Masculine is the Knight of Pentacles and that he's coming eventually. But this is weighing heavily on me. I don't want to feel this way anymore. And I want to start dreaming about the new possibilities. So why is this 10 of Wands here? Yes, you want to move forward. You want to be the Chariot. You could be a Cancer. Actually, I'm not even going to call signs. Doesn't even matter. You could feel like the Chariot right now. You just want to move forward. You just want to blaze ahead and get out of this, there's just this momentum behind this. You don't want to be weighed down anymore. So clarify new life. Yes, you want to be happy. You want to be happy. You want to create your own stability. You want to go out and get what you know you deserve in this lifetime. You don't want to be an option. But you're also making decisions about this. This is also a card of perhaps you're taking on too much. maybe you have a lot of things that you're looking at right now. It's like you're juggling. I see that you're like, oh, what about this? What about that? What about this? And there's like so much energy behind this decision too. So why is this Two of Pentacles here? Wow. Okay. You could be stressing about making this decision. You could be stressing about leaving something behind. You could be stressing about like all of the possibilities in this new life. I actually just got the message that you are perhaps working too late, perhaps on your computer, like losing track of time, and you're not getting enough sleep. And it could be because like you're just juggling too much, and it like all of this new energy and all of these new possibilities could be kind of keeping you up. So you want to like take care of yourself. Why is this Nine of Swords here? Why is this Nine of Swords here? Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, so regardless of the decision that you're making, it was a decision that you feel good about because you don't want to feel like the burden of this energy anymore. It's still something that you might be dealing with some like residual effects of like being in a third party. You're still upset. You're going after your happiness, but at the same time, you still might be experiencing like dark night of the soul. Like perhaps you feel like you abandoned your masculine, like you abandoned, like because you're saying like this is not for me, you're taking too long. But now you might be like having residual effects. I'm not saying what you should do about this. I'm gonna ask like spirit for advice. I'm just reading the cards. So if you made a decision to move forward, that every decision that we have has a consequence, right? One of the consequences of this could be that you feel sad now because you made a choice to like get out of a third party situation. You don't want that life though, right? I've been in that position too. I know a lot of divine feminines who've also been in that position. So like while we're still happy that we made the decision to get out of the third party situation and not be the third party anymore, whatever the case might be for you, we're still sad, but we don't want to be like, we don't want to be juggled. We don't want to be like messed around, like played around with, but we're still sad. We still like, people don't like, nobody wins in a third party situation, and still like the right thing for you to do is to get out of that. That's not the energy you want to be in. You just want to be happy. And this is a process, and this is a journey. Clarify, Nine of Swords. What else? You still might be, okay, a couple of things. Okay. One of the things is that maybe you're not being totally, okay, I'm going to go with the first message, and then I'll go with the second one if that one is like more clear, because these are like a little bit fuzzy. So the first thing is that you might be going back on your decision, right? You might be thinking like, did I make the right decision? Is there something else that I need to be knowing about this decision? Did I make a mistake? And you're kind of searching, right? The moon is about like the subconscious. So you're searching for signs and synchronicities of like whether or not you made this the right decision. You choosing yourself and choosing your own happiness. Like something about that decision may make you feel like it's like bringing up a lot for you. It's like it may make you feel like I'm abandoning my person just like I've been abandoned my whole life, and like I don't want to do this. But it's bringing out the shadows for you to be exploring in your dark night of the soul. So there's a purpose for this. It's like, wow, okay. It's like you're having to parent yourself right now, okay? A lot of divine feminines have been through so much in their lives. Perhaps perhaps your parents haven't been the most supportive. They weren't the best parents in terms of parenting, in terms of like being the guide rails or being the bumpers or being the advice givers or the people that you could bounce your thoughts and feelings off of, and knowing that they would catch them safely and help you process them. Listen, this process that we're going through now is a process in which you are having to figure out how to do life now through a healing process, through healing all of these relationships, relationships that have quote unquote perhaps failed you throughout life. And you're having to put your big girl pants on, and you have to start parenting yourself now. So like a lot of what this decision to like choose a new life, could make you feel like you abandoned somebody. These are messages for just a few of you, or actually maybe a lot of you, that you've had to abandon somebody, but it's bringing up all of these shadows that you have to deal with now and that you have to heal, because they're shadows. They're things that you haven't dealt with before, and it's going back to like the parenting style of your parents, and perhaps not necessarily being there for you to help you in these decisions and navigate. So you've grown up, sort of like codependent, and unfortunately getting into a situation that you felt so unsafe, but you've made a decision, you've chosen that you want to go in a new direction, but now you have to do some work, okay? Now you have to do some work. But you're doing it because you want to be happy. Another message is that was actually the only message. So why is this moon card here? The other one didn't. There was another one trying to come out, but then it just kind of faded away when I started going with the other message. Okay, you are a warrior. We have 2 9s here. We have 2 10s here. You're ending a cycle. You're making a deliberate choice to move forward and end this cycle for it was like your higher self is telling your 3D self, like, I know best. You have to make this decision for your highest good, and so you made the decision to move on, but now you feel like the wounded warrior because it was a hard decision to make, and it's a hard circumstance or to deal with now. You're like, what the frick did I get myself into? Why did I make this decision? It felt really, okay, while I didn't want to be juggled as a third party, it still felt really good to like have, be around my masculine. But this is saying like, soldier up, warrior, princess, queen of wands, queen of swords, queen of all the queens, and high priestess it up, because it is time. Oh, the 4 of wands just popped out. It just literally popped out. So it is time. Oh, and the queen of wands too. So it is time to to boss up here and to level up and to endure whatever struggle that you're going through. Okay, so I'm gonna pull. Beautiful. I'm going to pull some advice from Spirit on how to just move forward, like really how to move forward. This reading is not a reading that is about your partner. This is about you, Divine Feminine. This is about your journey, and I'm going to do readings for the Divine Masculine too, but this one is for you because it is so important that you get yourself back, okay? It's so important that you maintain your standards, and you get into your queen energy and start taking care of you, whatever that means for you. I'm not saying be an ice queen. I'm saying just prioritize yourself, okay? Parent yourself mother yourself, literally mother yourself or father yourself, and say, what do I need, right? So put yourself in a situation right now. Close your eyes. Put yourself in the situation. Perhaps put yourself in a situation of feeling abandoned or rejected, or like that hard sensation. Ask yourself, right? Or maybe if you don't want to do it now, next time you have this sensation, ask yourself, what do I need? If I was my own parent, what do I need in this moment? Because to be honest, we don't necessarily always have the time to say, like, where is this coming from? When's the first time I've experienced this? And like journal about our feelings, right? Sometimes nobody has time for that. But when you're out in the public, but like that stuff is good too, obviously. That's good shadow work techniques. But when you're out in the, when you're out and about and you get this feeling, or you get pissed, or you get like really sad, and but you have to like soldier on. You have to like keep on going throughout the day, and you have to get your work done, and you have to like focus, right? You can ask yourself this one question: what do I need right now? And give yourself that thing, okay? So if it's like, I need to know, like, somebody's there, right? Text a friend and say, hey, what's up? How's it going? When's the next time you want to get together? Or like, I need to tell myself that I love myself. Or I need to like sit down and take a few deep breaths and say some affirmations that are going to raise my vibration. Or I need to put my my headphones on, my earbuds in, and listen to my favorite song. I need to make a cup of coffee, or I need to make a cup of tea. I need to like eat some vegetables, right? Sometimes we like want to eat a piece of pizza or get a donut. Like, if that's something that you will do, that you can do to honestly make yourself feel better, sure, do that. But usually those types of things make us feel worse in the end. But literally parent yourself. This is a message for somebody. These are messages for you, Divine Feminine, that it's now your responsibility to make decisions for you. And you're doing that. I just want to say thank you so much for listening to these messages. I love doing this, and I love doing this. And I just really hope it helps, and I just want to continue like clarifying what my mission is, and getting on here and being as clear as possible about what that is. And it's, what did I say I was going to pull again? I don't know, I can't remember. Let's pull some Ancestors and Angels cards. So, what is some advice from your ancestors and angels in this time? Yeah, so this will just be advice. This is advice. You are, you're choosing you. You're dreaming about your possibilities. You're dreaming about your life partner and who you want that person to be, and what you want to experience. So these are some messages from your ancestors and angels about what they see for you, perhaps. Oh, we have Broken Arrow. Embrace the energy of peace. I love that. I love that. What's another message from your ancestors and angels? Wise One. Grow within your current situation. Yes. Grow within your current situation. There's a reason why we're going through all this shit, you guys. Earth Guardian, stay rooted and grounded. Beautiful. There's a reason? Okay. Yes. Okay. we're seeing embrace the energy of peace, stay rooted and grounded. This can be crazy. This journey can like just bring on a flurry of emotions and thoughts and sensations and emotions, and there's a time to, here's the message for this, okay, so there's a time to definitely go through a process to figure out what all that stuff is about. At the same time, your angels and ancestors are wanting you to remember what peace feels like. And they're wanting you to remember what it's like to be rooted and grounded. Okay? I'm not a pro on like rooting and grounding techniques. In fact, I need you all to share with me what those might be. Okay? And I don't even know if that's important right now, actually. Like, Google stuff, you know? Go and find the knowledge. Ask for support, you know? But the message from your ancestors and angels right now is stay rooted and grounded. However you do that, go out in nature. Center yourself. Meditate. You know what to do. Embrace the energy of peace. So I've told you this on my channel before, I have 0 Earth in my chart. I am Scorpio moon, I am Leo and Sagittarius, Venus and rising, and I'm a Gemini sun. So I really love this idea, and there's just tons of like techniques going through my head right now that I don't have, like, there's not enough time to like talk about all of those things, right? But all of this, if you can get still and if you can get quiet and you can cut through all of the drama, right? And I don't mean like drama, like save the drama for your mom, like all of the drama that you create from yourself, with yourself, from the situation, right? Whatever the situation might be. We're talking about third party. We're talking about breakups. We're talking about being ghosted. We're talking about runner, chaser, all of that. If you can figure out how to get quiet and to get rooted and grounded, you will learn from this situation. I was listening to one reader the other day. I think it was Dr. V at Love Revolution, who I love. I just love her so much. I always have. She's a wise one. She was talking about the difference between knowledge and wisdom the other day. And knowledge is like what I was just talking about, like, what do we do to be grounded? Like, what do we do? What technique is this? What technique is that? Like, this type of healing, that type of healing, yoga, meditation, all of that, right? That's knowledge. But how do you apply the knowledge is actually wisdom. Knowing when and where to go and find the knowledge, and then how to use it and apply it, that is wisdom. So owls might be significant to you. We have a moon right sitting on top of the owl, right above the owl, or there underneath the moon. So there's something that, so this is a message to take the knowledge that's being given to you, like in this reading and in other readings, and turn it into wisdom. Create and I don't care how this is done. This doesn't even matter. You can write it down. You don't have to write it down. Like, it helps me to write things down. But all of the knowledge that you're learning, like every time you watch a video, like, or maybe not every time, maybe like, try, 20% of the time that you watch videos, maybe take some notes, and, revisit it and like think about how you can take the knowledge to the next level. Take it and apply it to yourself and to your particular situation. Here's another message coming out really clearly, that when readers read, we could be like channeling a lot of people's different situations. So really think about how to apply it to your own situation. Knowledge is knowledge, right? So if we're giving you knowledge, but it doesn't really help your situation, then just don't take it at all, right? Like, I want to do another video on how do you know if something resonates. Actually, I want to write that down right now before I forget. I have to take notes too, you guys, or else I'll forget. But how do you know if something resonates? Like, where do you feel it? Where do you feel that? And how do you know what to disregard and what to apply to your situation? How can you be wise instead of just this like vessel for knowledge? That's what turns a boy into a man, or a girl into a woman. And I think actually Dr. V said this exact same thing. And I wanted to mention her because, this is coming from her, but wise up. This is the message here, is wise up. I want to pull just some numerology guidance cards. So numerology guidance cards for the listener, Spirit. With some new numerology guidance cards. We have 91, surrender. Continue the path of surrender. You're doing the right thing, even though it feels sad, even though it feels like sometimes you made the wrong decision. You made the right decision. This reading is confirmation that you made the right decision, and continue to surrender not only the things that don't serve you, but the old ways. So like your old patterns that don't serve you, or your old belief systems. So the things that you always have done and perpetuated and manifested for yourself, because it was a mere cycle. It was just a pattern. It was something that you were used to doing, and I see that you're breaking the pattern. It's going to feel bad though right now, and it's going to bring up, we saw the moon there, it's going to bring up a lot of stuff that you don't yet understand. And this is for you to understand, okay? All of this is for you to grow, use to grow within, like learn and grow within your situation, okay? So continue to surrender. And 91, that's a 10. So you're ending cycles. We already saw it here. You're moving forward fiercely. Continue to do that. And 91 might be a significant number for you. We also have change. Okay, exactly. 5s are for change. Yep. Embrace the change. 5s are also for conflict in the traditional tarot. Embrace the change and even embrace the conflict, because that's your situation, and you're breaking into new patterns. Like it's like shoes, right? Some of the best shoes, okay, like Doc Martens, right? Doc Martens. Whoever has owned Doc Martens before in their life knows that the first perhaps year, depending on how often you wear them, is the most uncomfortable frickin' time you could wear Doc Martens. But once you break those babies in it's the best feeling. Like, because you just took the time to like get to know the shoe, like get your foot used to that new situation, that new leather. And once you were united, that shoe lasts. I've had one pair of Doc Martens for 20 years now. So I don't know why I brought that up. But there's some beautiful affirmations. I won't read the long descriptions here, but an affirmation for the surrender card. Oh wait, I'm looking in the wrong book. I was like, why doesn't this have numbers? Okay. The affirmation for the surrender card, this 91, is I receive the best possible outcome when I surrender to the divine. I'm going to read that again. Repeat after me. I receive the best possible outcome when I surrender to the divine. Beautiful. Then we have the affirmation for change. I accept and surrender to the changes that improve my quality of life. So we have surrender in that affirmation. Wow. And we have the growth in your current situation. Beautiful. So repeat after me. I'm going to say this again. I accept and surrender to the changes that improve my quality of life. Okay. I'm going to pull, so that was the numerology guidance cards by Michelle Buchanan. I'm going to pull some angel prayers, by Kyle Gray. So here's some examples of some prayers that you can say if you need prayers. Oh, 3 came out. I'm going to take all of them. It just all flew out. So we have the Miracle of Prayer, Archangel Sandalphon. Thank you, Sandalphon, for delivering my prayers to heaven. They hear you. Earth Angel, thank you, angels, for inspiring me to be more like you. A new beginning. Oh, and we have new life here. Amazing. Thank you, angels, for opening up the doors to change. I am ready. Okay, I hope this message resonated. I loved doing this reading. I hope you loved, the feeling that you eventually got from focusing mostly on you and not on your counterpart. I want to do more readings like this because this is where we need to be. And the more we do this and really come into our own and come into ourselves and get really clear with who we are, what we want, and everything like that, things happen, miracles happen. So I love you. Lots of love and light, and thank you for listening. Like, subscribe, and share.